Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about the mixers and what are the different types of mixers in the communication electronics. So we all of us know that a sound wave can be traveled through the longer distances. So in order to send the sound waves through the longer distances, the radio waves are essential to travel these sound waves, especially in aircrafts and maritime, other marine sector, and in the television communication systems. So every sound wave will be sent through the radio waves. So radio wave region is the region in the electromagnetic spectrum. So in order to send these radio waves to longer distances, we need to mix these radio waves with that of some carrier signals. So these radio waves cannot alone travel the longer distances. By mixing these radio waves with that of carrier waves, we can able to send the data to the longer distances. This mixing process of radio waves with the carrier signal is called as a modulation. So there are three types of modulations. Either we can increase the amplitude of the waves, called as amplitude modulation, and frequency modulation. We can change the frequency, and third one is pulse modulation. So amplitude modulation, frequency modulation, and pulse modulation are the three different mixing techniques in order to send these radio waves depending upon the requirement. So if it is a radio wave system, we can use only the frequency. For telecommunication systems, we can amplify the signal and also we can amplify the frequency also. So some systems, that as aircraft, we need to change the carrier signals. So all the carrier signals are sinusoidal waves. In some particular systems, such as aircraft systems, these carrier waves are in the type of square waves. So we need to mix these carrier waves to these radio waves so that we can enable to send the data to the longer distances. So this is the importance of a mixer. Generally, these mixer circuits are used for the frequency modulations. So in order to change the frequency from one frequency to another frequency, these mixer circuits are changed. How we can change it means, we can change the radio frequency to some intermediate frequency. So this is having high frequency. So we are changing this radio wave frequency to intermediate frequency. RF signal is converted into, RF means radio frequency signal is converted into intermediate frequency signal with the help of a mixer circuits. So this is the important phenomenon in order to study the mixer circuits. Mixer circuits are the communication electronic circuits which are used to change the frequency from radio wave frequency to intermediate frequency. So for any mixer circuit, we will have two signals. One is radio frequency signal and the output is the intermediate frequency signal. Along with this radio frequency signal, we should also have the signal from the oscillator, so which is called as local oscillator. So oscillator signal and radio frequency signals are generally the two inputs of the mixer circuit, and the output is the intermediate frequency signal. essential parts of the mixed circuits are the radio frequency signal and the oscillatory signal from the local oscillator. The mixed circuit will multiply these two signals and generate different intermediate frequency signals. So this frequency will be converted into another frequency. How these mixed circuits are converting the radio wave frequency signal into intermediate frequency signal. So the radio wave frequency signal, let us suppose that this RF signal is the RF signal is V signal is the input signal frequency. It is given as, it is always in oscillatory motion, that is we can represent the any wave in a sinusoidal form. V signal is the amplitude of the wave multiplied by sine omega signal into T. So this is the radio frequency signal for this mixer circuit. Let the local oscillator will generate another frequency called as new oscillator. The value is V oscillator sine omega oscillator into T. So these are the two input signals for the mixer circuit. Then the output signal is nothing but the multiplication of these two frequencies, that is output signal or the intermediate frequency signal is new signal multiplied by new oscillatory, that is V signal into V oscillatory multiplied by sine omega signal, this is the radio wave signal, plus multiplied by sine omega oscillatory T. So these are the two input signals for the oscillator, and the output signal is simply the multiplication of the two signals. Here we will have sin A and sin B. Sin A and sin B is cos of A minus B by 2 minus of cos A plus B by 2. So this 1 by 2 is common, that is V signal into V oscillator divided by 2 cos of omega signal minus omega oscillator into T minus cos of omega signal plus omega oscillator into T. So hence the output frequency of the mixer circuit is not the frequency of the signal or the oscillator. It consists of two terms. The output frequencies are either the sum of the frequencies or difference of the two input frequencies. Hence, mixer circuit will generate two different frequencies which are nothing but the sum and differences of the two input signals. There are two types of mixer circuits. First one is the diode mixer and the second one is IC balanced mixer. So the diode mixer circuit diagram is, for any mixer circuit we will have the two inputs, that is the radio frequency signal and the local oscillator signal, and the output is the intermediate frequency. Let us draw what is the circuit diagram for this diode mixer. We will have two inputs . This is the circuit diagram for the diode mixer. So here the input signal is given as the input for this diode through the mutual inductance, that is this energy will be transformed through the mutual inductance phenomenon. Two inductors connected in phase by phase. This connection is very important. In that case there is no loss of energy. When we have given any sinusoidal signal to this inductance, then there is no loss of energy. So generally in the electronic circuits we will give the information by the mutual inductance. So this is the radio frequency signal given to the first mutual inductance tank circuit, and the oscillatory signal is given as the another input. Here we have taken the bias voltage also. So these three voltages, that is the voltage, the amplitude of the radio wave signal is nothing but voltage, that is V signal, here V oscillator, all these three voltages are connected in series. These three voltages are given as the input for the diode. This diode is a ordinary diode. So in diode the VI characteristics are not linear. They are not varying like a linear. Here the current varies in the form of non-linear form, which is expanded in a Taylor series. When these three voltages, that is radio frequency signal, the oscillatory signal and bias voltages are commonly collectively applied to the diode, this diode by changing these voltages, the current passing through the diode will also changes. This change of current with respect to the voltage is not linear. It varies in the form of a Taylor series form. Let us suppose that let ID be the diode current passing through this diode, given by the expression ID is equal to AVD. This VD is the diode voltage plus B VD square, where VD is the diode voltage. So what is this diode voltage? This diode voltage is the sum of voltages for this input signal, the oscillatory signal and the bias voltage, plus CVD cube and so on. So these higher terms will be neglected. So this ID is nearly equivalent to B VD square plus A VD. Here VD square means the product of two terms. Let us suppose that this VD is, what is VDD? It is the diode voltage. The diode voltage is the product of signal voltage and the oscillatory voltage and the bias voltage. Let us suppose that this bias voltage is very small. Let us assume that this diode voltage is V signal into V oscillatory. Hence, this current, diode current is nearly equivalent to B V signal into V oscillatory. That means the current passing through this diode is B into V signal into V oscillatory. The same current will also passes through this tank circuit. It will generate the same current, that is IF is also same, that is B V signal into V oscillatory. Here let the output circuit is having some load resistance ZI, then the voltage across this mutual inductance is mu IF is equal to IF into R, that is B V signal into V oscillatory multiplied by ZT. Simple one. So diode mixture is constructed with the help of a diode in series combination with the signal voltage and the oscillatory voltage and the bias voltage, which are connected in a series form. And due to this voltage, a current is generated in the diode. So the VI characteristics of this diode is not linear. This diode current varies non-linearly and it is expanded in Taylor series as AVD plus BVD square. So let us suppose that this first term is having very lesser value, AVD. Let the higher terms are neglected, that is this diode current is simply AVD, and VD is the product of the three voltages. Here the bias voltage is very small, so here the product is the signal voltage multiplied by oscillatory voltage. The same current will passes through this tank circuit, it will generate some frequency, and correspondingly we will find out what is the current passing through this output circuit and what is the voltage across this diode. So this is the diode mixture, how this diode mixture is converting the radio wave frequency into intermediate frequency. So there are some disadvantages in diode mixer, since the diode is a very small component, so it will not take the high voltage. At high voltage this diode may damage, so we can use the IC balanced mixture. So this disadvantage can be overcome with the help of a IC balanced mixer. So IC it is available in the form of a integrated chip. In the next class we will discuss about what is the IC balanced mixer.